Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new here, my name is Misa. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Today, I thought I'd show you all of my face palettes that I have collected over the last couple years, my thoughts on them, if I'd recommend them. I am a big, face palette junkie. I just gravitate toward bronzers, powders, highlighters, blush, things like that, just because as a mom, I usually don't have time to do any kind of intricate eye look. If I can just have some time to do my foundation and the base and the bronzer, I mean, that is considered a really good day. So take that time for yourself, put on that foundation, that's self-care, and let's go ahead and get started. The first palette I have is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is the contour and highlight palette. Look inside, you have 3 contour shades and 3 highlighting shades. You can tell obviously which one has been my favorite. This is the middle shade. It's like a light banana powder, and then these 2 colors have just really helped underneath my eyes so much, just to really highlight things, erase anything if you go anywhere too crazy with bronzer and blush. This has just been my go-to palette for years, like the last 4 years. As far as the contour shades, I never use the dark one, it's too dark for me, but I do like both of these. This is more of a cool tone. You can definitely get that like shadowing of a contour, and then I've used the middle one, which is Shadow Play, as a bronzer time and time again. This is my second palette of this, and really interesting because Kat Von D actually left this cosmetic company. I haven't done my research yet. I want to know if she sold it or not, but they now call it KVD, just like something vegan products. So that's kind of interesting, right? The next palette I'm going to talk about is the Becca x Jaclyn Hill. When they collabed, I remember when this came out like it was yesterday. It was 50 bucks. A pricey one for me, but I loved what it came with. There were 3, so there are 3 blushes. I love the middle blush because it can tie your bronzer in so well without screaming like, oh, I put blush on. And then 2 highlights, her iconic Champagne Pop and then Prosecco Pop, which is more for like darker skin tones. I still love the Champagne Pop the most, but I've been using this for 3 years, 4 years actually, and I still haven't hit pan on anything. I keep this mainly for, you know, for memory's sake. I don't gravitate toward it that much anymore because it's been about 4 years, so I think they say the shelf life for palettes are like 2 years. I like to stretch it to 3. I don't know, what's your opinion on that? The next palette is the Becca X Chrissy palette. Becca's packaging is always so beautiful. It feels very chic, very, I'm an adult now, here's my makeup. Packaging on the inside, it's so funny because the products just look so similar, right? I mean, they just do. I mean, yeah, they're different, but I mean, so many similarities. But the Becca x Chrissy one, a newer one, you also can't get this one anymore. They collabed, it's over with, it's done. Just 2 beautiful highlight shades which I use together. This was like my palette this summer. This is like what I use day in and day out. And then it came with a bronzer, which I didn't actually use very much, and a blush. So that one was great. Always keep an eye out for Becca's collabs because they're usually really, really good. This next one is by Tarte. This is one of their blush. What's nice about Tarte blushes is that they're really long lasting. They're really well known in the beauty community. And then it came with 2 highlights, which both these highlights, yeah, the highlights are definitely not their strong suit, but I love how there's just so many different blushes. I haven't used this one as much as I should. Keep an eye out for these. Follow me on Instagram and I can always let you know, but when the holidays come out and they come out with these little palettes, it's such a big bang for your buck, and it's a good time to just go up on your blushes for the year. Now we are going into the Anastasia of Beverly Hills palette section of the video. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sugar Glow Kit. It comes with 4 different highlighters. We have Marshmallow, Butterscotch, Gumdrop, and Starburst. They're a little bit more gritty, so they're not as finely milled as like Becca's highlighters, but I just love how you have, the packaging is always gets me with Anastasia Beverly Hills. And then just to have all those different colors. Usually only one color might not work for me, so that's still a big bang for your buck. Really big pans. This is $40 during the holidays, though they do sales all the time where these go down to like $24. This next one is the Sunkissed Palette. 4 different shades as well. The bronze one is so dark for me, it's not good for my skin tone, but I do use it as eyeshadow sometimes, so just tie everything together. And then these honestly are all like smoother than the other palette I showed you, and it's such a great palette for the summer. Like I said, big pans is gonna last a really long time. This is $40 as well, but you get 4 highlighters, so about $10 a highlighter. And then this is just the most adorable little blush kit, also from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I absolutely love all of these shades, and they're just so easy to tie everything together. I believe this palette was about $30. You can't get it anymore. Like I said, I've had this for a couple years now, so I'm sure this holiday season or even this summer, they'll come out with some really awesome and amazing new products with different packaging. It's so funny because all of these products, I'm sure they just repackage them, make the packaging just more appealing or more new, and there you go. They have a completely new product with essentially the same product, if that makes sense. This is one of my favorite palettes in my collection. It's one that I had my eye on for months, and then I finally took the plunge and got it. This is Benefit's Blush Bar. If they don't have this specific one, they're always switching it up. Right now they have a cheerleader one, which has some highlighters in it. I will tell you this, if you're looking to just add any palette to your collection, this by far is your best bet. It's $60, but what you're getting with it are full-size products. So you have 5 full-size products in here. You have the Hoola bronzer, which if you haven't used Hoola bronzer, it's such a good bronzer for so many different skin types and tones. A great contour shade, it blends really easily. It's one of the most OG bronzers of all time, and it comes with a full one, and usually it's about $30. And then you have 4 of their blushes, which are just gorgeous. You have California, Gold Rush, Dandelion, and Rocketeer, and then you also get one of these little brushes. I never use those brushes, but hey, it's in there in a mirror, and the packaging is just adorable. Benefit always kills it with the packaging. These are kind of like out of the box. So this is the Kat Von D Alchemist Holographic Palette. I actually have never used this. My sweet little sister gave this to me, and it just has some of the like just most unique holographic. You can use it as a highlighter, eyeshadow. I did see this on sale for literally like $9 because they're trying to get rid of all their stock at Sephora a couple months ago. So if they still have it, I will link it down below. And then another one that my sister got me a couple years ago, and I haven't actually used it yet. This is another thing that I need to take out, put in front of me, but this is the Kevyn Aucoin The Making Faces ebook, and it's just such a cool idea. So you have like your contour highlight, and then you go inside and you have some eyeshadows, and then you have blushes. I think the only thing about it is the packaging. It's just like, it's not very user friendly because they're just so, I don't know, compact, but maybe if I just traveled, that's what I'll do. One of these days I'll just bring this when I travel, and that way I'll be able to use it a lot. Thank you, Michelle. One of the newest additions to my collections is this Hourglass Ambient Lighting. This is what it looks like, and so I just use all of them. I mix them together, and I use a big fluffy brush, and after I've set my foundation with a loose powder, I go in with this, and it brings back so much luminosity and brightness and from that glow from within. This is definitely one of those products that I want to keep in my collection for a really long time, and I'm just happy that I'm using it because it is pricey. It's $60 for this little thing, but I really think what it does is amazing. I have been on the lookout for something comparable, drugstore edition, just because, you know, there's always something out there that is similar. Okay, we are about done. I have 2 more palettes to show you. So Morphe, I mean, you've probably heard about Morphe, right? Everybody has. And they updated their packaging to some of their palettes. I definitely had to go pick them up. They're such a great purchase if you are a makeup artist and you're working on a variety of different clients. This is the highlight and contour palette, and so you have all these contour shades, highlighting shades. Today I used Donut as my contour, and then I used Debutante in my crease, and then I used Supernova and Cosmic as my highlight. And so there are, you know, there's 3-4 shades in here. I don't know if I'll touch, but this is about $20, so it's a really good buy, especially if you're a makeup artist and just really trying to add something to your collection. The last palette is the Morphe Blush Palette. It comes with 8 different blushes. You know, I just like wanted it so bad because of all these beautiful blushes. Really the only one that I don't have any use for is this provocative color. Provocative. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll try it out sometime. But these are just all such great blushes. Like I said, if you have clients that you need to work on, or you just like a big variety, I mean, you could just take this, you're good to go. You don't need to add another blush to your collection for a really long time. That wraps up my face palettes. I definitely have a thing for them, and I do feel like I have a bit that, you know, this would last me a really long time. I don't feel like I need to add anything else. Right now, lately, I've been just trying to find some really good drugstore affordable products that, you know, give me just the same look, because I know it's possible. I want to know in the comments down below, what are your favorite face palettes, drugstore, high-end, what's one of your favorites? And I'm thinking about making this a little series. I'll go over my eyeshadow palettes next time, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.
Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna